We're back for a quick video. This is a quick pop in. So let's go ahead and get into it. Everything said in the video is alleged, and in my opinion, and is used for fair use and entertainment. Let's get into the show, shall we? First topic. A woman pays her respects to their grandmother at the funeral and asked the grandmother, why the uck would you die right before Thanksgiving? Now, I don't know if they were going to be missing grandma's good dressing and stuff, you guys, but this was kind of crazy to me. I was like, who goes to a funeral and cuss their family member out for dying like they planned on dying, right? So let's get into this video. Shout out to the neighborhood talk. Let's go.
Okay, so we're not going to show you our grandma, but that's all you need to see. Okay, oop. So you need to see. First of all, grandma, why the fuck would you die right before Thanksgiving?
Right before.
Second of all, you gotta suck the motherfuckers that we would never talk to. Ever.
And my life, my kids' life, they kids' life, them other kids.
Third of all, this is like our third shot. Because if we're not laughing, we're crying. We don't have time to cry. We gotta be in case. Okay, so we're not gonna show you our grandma, but that's all you need to see. Okay, oop. So you need to see. First of all, grandma, why the fuck would you die right before Thanksgiving?
Right before.
Second of all, you gotta suck the motherfuckers that we would never talk to. Ever.
And my life, my kids' life, they kids' life, them other kids.
Third of all, this is like our third shot. Because if we're not laughing, we're crying. We don't have time to cry. We gotta be in case.
Okay, they are crazy. They said grandma done effed around and died on them child. And grandma got them talking to people at the funeral that they ain't never thought that they would be talking to. This is so fucking disrespectful, but funny at the same damn time. What do y'all think about that? Have y'all ever, well, of course you go to funerals sometimes and you got that family member you don't really fool with, but because y'all grieving, you try to be cordial and fake hug them, or not me, but you probably might give them a fake hug, or try to give them a little condolences because you see that they're feeling bad just like you. But these family members right here, child, they seem like they are for the streets, and they are mad that grandma done messed around and died before Thanksgiving because maybe don't nobody do no dressing, honey, and deviled eggs and ham and all that stuff like grandma. Okay, so somebody had to step in and do grandma's dish because grandma done keep the bucket, child, right before Thanksgiving. But what y'all think about that funny moment? Let's move on. All right, last topic, because this is what they call a pop in, honey, and that is just what we do, pop in, and then we up out of here. Moving right along. Thank you guys for coming over. So shout out to Neighborhood Talk. Tory Lanez is going after former LA District Attorney. He said that the team claims that there were 60 fraudulent errors on Megan Thee Stallion's medical records submitted in the 2022 trial. Now, I'm not sure why Tory is still pushing this because they've already denied his appeal. He has been sentenced to 10 years in prison, and the information that and evidence that he recently submitted, the courts were like, fuck out of here. All right, so it's not, they're not really checking for Tory like that, but he already admitted, like I said, on a jail phone call that he felt bad, or that he was sorry for Pow and Megan Thee Stallion in the foot. We saw the pictures where she was in the hospital, where she did have holes in her foot, which did appear that they did remove some bullet fragments. Okay, so let's get into it. Tory Lanez continues to do everything that he can do to prove that he wasn't given a fair shot at the Megan Thee Stallion powing trial. Now, it says, as previously reported, Lanez did an interview from prison where he stuck to his belief that he was wrongfully convicted. Now, said that he also alluded to new evidence emerging after the trial. Now, according to TMZ, and shout out to them, said that Tory Lanez's legal team has filed a new report challenging evidence used in the 2022 trial where he was convicted of Pow and Megan Thee Stallion and sentenced to 10 years in prison, which is currently where he's at. And y'all know that he also was starved up in prison as well, and they had to move him to another prison where he almost died, y'all. Now, it said that the filing includes testimony from a software expert, who reviewed Megan's medical records from the 2020 incident and claims that there were 60 fraudulent errors in the records presented at a trial by the Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office. Now, the defense says that missing documents titled evidence suggest a hospital security guard bagged and transferred bullet fragments, which contradicts trial testimony that no fragments were recovered. It goes on to say that why would a security guard do that, though? That don't sound right. Security guards should not be collecting any type of evidence, right? That's weird. But the report also alleges altered text, faulty QR codes, questionable signatures, formatting issues, missing or repeated pages, and conflicting dates. Now, additionally, the defense claims that about 300 pages of information were withheld. The court has not yet ruled on these claims. Now, it said that Tory's team also alleges that the surgeon that operated on Meghan is now missing. Maybe he's on vacation. I don't know. But we'll keep our eyes and ears open on this situation. Let's hope that Meghan does not have to go back for a retrial, or that some type of appeal is granted to Tory Lanez, because he is doing everything he can to get out. He does not want to serve these 10 years. And baby, he is fighting, okay? He is fighting to be heard with this new evidence that he alleges is out there. He's still saying he didn't pow her, but sir, you were on a whole jail phone call talking to Kelsey, which was also said to be there, that witnessed this entire thing. Kelsey already said that Tory offered to pay her several $1,000,000 in order to lie and say that she pow Megan Thee Stallion versus Tory to get him off the hook, okay? But it's wild, it's crazy. So much of this evidence looks very, very tampered with, if you ask me. But Tory, my thing is, all of this evidence that you said you had prior, why didn't you submit that when you guys were in trial? And now it's like you're backpedaling and you're just taking any type of evidence. Again, not sure why a security guard would be taking any evidence anywhere, because security guards aren't supposed to be touching no evidence, especially in a hospital. So if you can prove that and it's deemed to be true, then maybe the court and the judge will take a look at said evidence that you think that you have and go from there. But as for now, Tory is still serving his 10-year prison sentence, and that is it, and that is all. What do you guys think about that? Sound off on that and let me know what you think. All right. Thank you guys so much for joining this video. Thank you to my top flight mods, True TV Podcast, Tyra, KBR, Sweet Essence, Scorpion Miss, and Rose Armstead for being great mods. I appreciate you all, as well as all of my content creators that stopped by to join this video as well. And we definitely cannot leave out all the Caramellians. Please don't forget to like up this video, subscribe to the channel, and also don't forget to share the video. All right, keep your notifications on so you guys will know when we go live. All right, bye.